Designing the largest airliner in the world demands years of intensive and exacting work, and risking billions of euros on one of the most challenging aviation projects ever. All over Europe, 50,000 people, including 6,000 engineers, work on the program at 15 production sites. As tall as an 8-floor building, 3 million spare parts, a wingspan of 80 meters, a takeoff weight of 560 tons, and capacity to carry up to 800 passengers, the A380 is by far the largest airliner ever built. In April 2005, this giant of the skies made commercial aviation history with its first flight. Next came the aircraft's certification by the American and European authorities. 2,500 hours of flight tests in all weather conditions to prove that the A380 is a reliable and safe aeroplane ready for commercial entry into service.
I think we should focus on safety for this exercise. We can always talk about it in Toulouse on January 24th and 25th, but we will have to pull out all the stops to make it work, because there'll be a lot of people.
Absolutely. I agree with you, but don't worry, the young guys are well trained.
Je m'occupe ici ce qu'on appelle en jargon anglais de la safety, de la sécurité.
I'm in charge of cabin safety on the 380. The challenge is to evacuate 853 people in 90 seconds. It's possible. I am very confident, and my colleagues are as well. Two reasons. Firstly, because behind it all, we have an entire evacuation concept for which there have been tests and so on. And also we have a training program that allows us to train crews, the crew that will be present on the day of the test and that will do everything it takes to evacuate these people in 90 seconds, under 90 seconds.
En dessous de 90 secondes.
Ici Oscar Whisky, approchant Sierra 11, bonjour.
Oscar Whisky, bonjour. Bien, alignez-vous piste 14-3 et attendez.
Aircraft number 2 is en route for Hamburg to be fitted out with its interior cabin. This is the first time an A380 will land in Germany.
Vous pouvez y aller, Oscar Whisky. Bon, appelez aligné et prêt.
Merci Oscar Whisky, on pénètre.
Ruft mich an, keine Sau interessiert sich für mich. Solange ich hier wohne, ist es fast wie Hohn, schweigt das Telefon.
Okay. Sehr gut gearbeitet.
Good job, good job. But you were too close. Space yourselves out more. What worked is that you stayed focused. You stayed behind each other. I think that if this situation does come up during the test, it will flow smoothly. But I don't think it will happen. It's pretty extreme. Here we train the ground crews that will be at the bottom of the slides to help the passengers once on the ground and move them directly to the areas reserved for those evacuated. Practically everyone is an athlete. Some are ex-military, but mainly these are people who do a lot of sport, who are fit. Stay in shape. If we don't see each other before, have a Merry Christmas. Have a good rest. Happy New Year. Don't break a leg. Stay healthy, that's the main thing. All the best. Everything centers on the 90 seconds. If you think about it, the number of hours, the number of sleepless nights, the number of days we spend trying to come up with solutions to different problems, the number of crews, the number of people who will be on site for a test that will last 90 seconds, the number of euros, the total amount of money invested in 90 seconds, I would have to say that these 90 seconds are the most expensive 90 seconds in aviation history.
The emergency evacuation test is a major part of the certification campaign of an aircraft. For the airlines, the number of passengers evacuated in under 90 seconds will determine their true boarding and disembarking capacity. The aircraft's commercial future is dependent on the success of this test. The authorities are inflexible when it comes to evacuation procedures.
If Airbus succeeds in certifying the aircraft in 90 seconds with a specific number of passengers, it would be a fantastic plus for Airbus, but especially for the airlines, because they will be able to carry more passengers than on other aircraft.
Ja, funktioniert. Zwei rechts. Okay, can we do the exercise exactly the same one, but from above?
Oh, yeah, come on.
Okay, Charlie. Mon travail, c'est en fin de compte de vérifier tout ce qui est sécurité.
Basically, my work consists of supervising everything related to cabin safety. This includes all certification requirements, how the crew handles door operations, everything regarding the slides, in other words, deployment and use. I also work closely with training. The 380 has a total of 16 slides. Of the 16 doors, only 8 will be open, and the passengers and crew will use these doors and slides to get off the plane in 90 seconds, for both the upper and lower deck.
Meine Arbeit normalerweise, in Anführungsstriche, ist Stuntman. Ich habe Enemy at the Gates.
I'm really a stuntman.
Auf Deutsch Stalingrad mit Jude Law,
I was in Stalingrad with Jude Law and Ed Harris,
Dann Bourne
and also in The Bourne Identity with Matt Damon.
mit Matt Damon.
Aufstehen! Weiter! Aufstehen!
Nein, 90 Sekunden. Ach so, was ich denke über... Ja. Ich denke schon, also diese 90 Sekunden ist schon heftig.
Yeah, 90 seconds is a very tough situation. It's intense, very stressful. Because in those 90 seconds, we don't know how many people will be able to actually get out. There should be 100 to 120 people per slide, but it's hard to predict. It's a real dangerous situation because it's a full-scale evacuation test. But I think 90 seconds is possible.
Situation ist und ich denke 90 Sekunden sind zu packen. Idealfall, weil die liegen hier unten.
The ideal position is like this, lying on your back. And try to get up like this. No, not like that. It's faster. If you've got somebody on the ground, you need to help him raise his upper body. You see, it's a lot faster. The important thing is to clear the deck.
The safety card.
The safety card,
Fait par 3 bonhommes.
designed by 3 guys, including me.
Ouais, mais ça a mis du temps, ça a été repris par les autorités. Il fallait,
It took some time. It was reviewed by the authorities. We then had to rework it several times because there were very specific requirements. I'll carry on or he's going to bump into me. You see, when you're in charge of safety, it also means that sometimes you need to work on stuff that others should be doing.
Wofür sind die gut überhaupt? Wir haben Termine, weiß ich nicht. Die sollen sich gegenseitig anfassen.
C'est l'avion le plus grand du monde et le meilleur.
It's the biggest and best plane in the world.
Voilà. Bon.
Who wants to play cards? Ladies and gentlemen, before takeoff, we would like to inform you of the safety features regarding this aircraft. The safety instructions found in the seat pocket in front of you indicate the location of the emergency exits and the use of emergency life vests. The cabin crew will now show you where the emergency exits are located. Emergency signs are located above the exit doors, and emergency lighting on the ground will guide you towards these exits. Please follow the cabin crew instructions to fasten, adjust, or to unfasten your seatbelt. Thank you for your attention.
Ruft mich an, eine Sau interessiert solange ich hier wohne, ist es fast wie wohl, streikt das Telefon. Ein Schwein ruft mich an, eine Sau interessiert sich für mich. Und ich frage mich, nein, geregelt nicht, wie jemand mal an den Zustand in die Höchstvertrag, freundliche Zeiten nicht normal, durch jedermann darüber das Telefon an Nerven hat. Ich trau mich noch mehr aus der den Stets hab ich verboten, das Haus, das ich das Haus verlasse, es klingt verboten. Ein Schwein ruft mich an, eine Sau interessiert sich für mich. Und ich frage mich, nein, geregelt nicht, geht daran vielleicht, dass manche mich im Land
Ob Stress ist, weiß ich noch nicht. Auf jeden Fall ist es sehr spannend und aufregend. Wie gesagt, man hat sowas noch nie mitgemacht.
I don't know if it'll be stressful. In any case, it's very exciting. It's the first time that I've taken part in this type of test. Yes, the slides are pretty high up, and you have to overcome your fear to jump out, and that moment will be nerve-wracking.
Ja, wird sicherlich ein spannendes Erlebnis werden. Ich vermute mal, dass wir dann irgendwann später, ich glaube gegen 14 Uhr in dieses Flugzeug gehen und
I think we board around 2 p.m, and I don't know what will trigger the evacuation. Perhaps a crash simulation. Then we just have to get out as fast as possible, in under 90 seconds.
schnell alle nach draußen kommen, in 90 Sekunden, wie das so schön heißt. Wir gucken mal, ob es klappt.
This is the hangar layout. This is the hangar. It's the one on the left, hangar 211. That's hangar 212. We're in front of the aircraft. We're approximately here now, okay? This shows the position of the slide assistants, the doctors, and most importantly, the protection boxes. Red is the starting position. Green is where they have to be positioned once the slides are down, okay? Now we're putting everything into place. Look, that's some scene. All the slide assistants setting up the boxes. The cardboard boxes serve as protection for people in case they fall. Something I don't think will happen. But it's important to see the way they assemble the cardboard boxes, how they are placed, and how many layers there are. There's a technique behind all that.
The criteria for succeeding this test are a speedy evacuation of the aircraft, quickly vacate the cabin, every passenger must evacuate as fast as possible. We ask for your personal commitment that although we must succeed, do not risk your own safety or that of the other participants. Does anyone not wish to participate in the test anymore? We can begin boarding. The moment has come.
Erstmal kleine Bewegungen aus der Schulter raus, dann größer werden, beidseitiges Armkreisen, genau, dann die Knie wieder ein bisschen mit reinnehmen, dass es eine Ganzkörperbewegung wird. Arme wieder runter, auf der Stelle so ein bisschen zibbeln.
Also ich vermute mal, bei diesem Test sind 90 Sekunden relativ...
90 seconds sounds relatively short to me, but actually it could also seem very long. I think that if this were a real situation, 90 seconds would seem really short.
Aber ich glaube, man geht ein bisschen entspannter an die ganze Sache.
I'm more relaxed because the aircraft is on the ground, and nothing can really happen to me. I don't think I should be worrying.
Für mich im Moment noch nicht so extrem werden, aber vielleicht täusche ich mich da auch.
The decision to evacuate an aeroplane is not taken from outside the aeroplane, it's taken inside. It's a crew decision. It's the captain who decides to evacuate. It's the final solution to get off the plane. If there really is an emergency, people can get out.
To make the evacuation as realistic as possible, it takes place in total darkness. Both the crew and the passengers are unaware that 8 of the 16 doors are blocked. On board, the certification authorities closely monitor the entire operation.
He grabbed me and he said, "Run." The difficulty was to run into pitch black. There were people everywhere. I shoved people. Yeah, it's true, I pushed some over. Well done. We took less time than expected. I told you it would work at 120%. It was good, fast and without problems.
I think we made it in 90 seconds. In any case, it all happened so fast. But I think it was a success.
In less than 90 seconds, 853 people plus 20 crew members got out. 4 years of hard work for this result. Look, it's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful plane, but especially the safest aeroplane in the world now. With this passenger capacity, and everything Airbus is bringing out is as safe and reliable as this. I sound like an advert, but I believe Airbus deserves it. And the slide systems from Goodrich are excellent. What is especially satisfying is that all the efforts made have resulted in success. The first thing I'm going to do is call my daughter. She gave me her lucky comfort toy. I won't show you. She said, take it so that everything goes well, and it worked.
We have accomplished something phenomenal. We made it in 75 seconds, and that's never been done before. 873 people were evacuated from this giant of the skies. We contributed to this achievement, and I thank you all.
This is Sandra. I just said, "Do you want to marry me?" She said, "Not yet, between now."